So, today I don't talk a lot. Yeah? We have to just one thing. In all our life, we work to live or to be alive. And while we work to be alive, we forget to live. Huh? Understand that? You work to be alive, but you forget to live. Huh? Because you're only worried about your body. Huh? You understand that? What is living? We don't even know the meaning of living. Huh? What is to be alive? Being present in the present moment. Not being in our thoughts, that's not a being alive. When we are in our thoughts, when we are in the past, in our memories, we are not alive. We are dead. Because we don't know what is going on in the heart. Huh? Only when we know what is going on in the heart, then we can call ourselves to be alive. Otherwise, we are just a program that runs. Huh? Be it the program of the future, being the program of the past, being our imaginations, our views and opinions that we constantly bring up. I am like this, I am like that, I am not like this, I am not like that. That's when we are dead. Alive is when we are there in the present moment. That's when we are really alive. Otherwise, we are just biological robots. In the first 15 years, Linda, we program ourselves, and then we just follow the programs that we decided, with the age of 15 or 16. Only if we run into extreme problems, then we change the program. And then we run along with a new program. What is the difference, between a robot, and us? Alive means to be awake, knowing what is going on in the heart, knowing every intention, knowing that there's a thought coming in, but not being the thought, knowing that there's a feeling coming in, but not being the feeling. Knowing that there's a memory coming up, but not being the memory. That's when we are alive. But how often have we been alive in this life? Not too often. I want this, I want that, I'm not. And when we are alive here, we don't want anything. We're just there. Enjoy the present moment. But that's so difficult, because we have trained ourselves in order to be like this, to be like robots. Learning from our teachers, learning from our parents, learning from society. And society tells us, you should behave like this, you should be like this, and then, yes, my Lord, we are like this, or we try to be like this. If we don't fit into the society, we go to a psychologist, who helps us to fit in. What kind of life is that, Adeline? What kind of life is that? That is no wonder that you have so much dukkha. Not happy, with what you wish. Not happy with what you get. So much dukkha. If we are aware, if we are just aware, we don't mind this is coming or that is coming. This is happening or that is happening. Because we are in the present moment, and when we are in the present moment, we always know what to do. But of course our program is so thick. Our program is so thick over, this knowingness, that we don't even realize that knowingness. And that knowingness doesn't come up in thoughts. But we can get to it when we train ourselves in samadhi. And samadhi is making the mind calm. And how do we make the mind calm? In putting it onto one object. Be it the breath at the tip of the nose or being the repetition of the word Buddha or Dhamma or Sangha. And whenever the mind goes out, we put it back. And that's all. A very simple work. Yeah? And once the mind stops thinking and memorizing, then we slowly get to the knowingness of the heart. Know what is real. Only then. And when we come out, all these kilesas or everything, is coming back. I need to do this now, I need to do that, Now I need to go shopping, now I'm hungry, I need to eat. While we're in samadhi, we don't even think about these things. When we are aware, when there's no thoughts, we don't actually have to sit down, for this to happen, but we can do it, by even while doing a walk, out in the woods somewhere. But most of the time we are distracted by sounds and, impressions, and by seeing and sounds and so on, and feelings. That's why we get distracted, and the moment we get distracted, one of the feeling comes in, we instantly, go to the thought. Why is this feeling coming in? Oh, this feeling is nice, I want to have more of it, That is not being alive. And that's being, being conditioned. Yeah? And if you remember, I mentioned it before, how did the Lord Buddha describe Nibbana? The unconditioned, where there are no more if then else exists. No more conditions. If I see my mother, I will react like this. If I see my father, I will react like this. If I see my siblings, I will react like this. If I see my lover, I react like this. If I see my boss, I will react like this, and so on. That is conditioning. And if I see my school children, then I will react like that. All these different roles that we play. When we come home, some of us play, being a mother. When we go to work, we play being an employee, and so on. When we go back to our parents, then we play to be a child again. What dukkha? So much dissatisfaction. But it's us who makes this, And there's a very simple way, how to get rid of all this, It's just being in the present moment, And being in the present moment, that means we should be able to concentrate, Be it on the breath or be it on the Buddha, Except if we need to do something where we have to think. Then, of course, we can't be with the breath or with the Buddha. Then we have to think. But the moment we stop the work that we need to think, we can go back. But it's difficult for us. Because all these distractions, there comes a smell, I'm getting hungry. I want this kind of food. Or think about this food and that food and that food, it's last week or last year, that was so nice. It's all in the past. It's all dead, It's like dead wood, Lying all around us. Okay, so enough. Now raise your questions. Where are your questions?
How important is sitting position, and what is the best position to sit in?
Just like you sit. How important is walking meditation is very important. Getting concentrated. Sitting while doing walking meditation, you cannot completely concentrate. You don't get into one-pointedness, but you can get into samadhi. So, if you prefer to walk, do walking meditation. But after walking meditation, if you walk for 6 or 8 or 9 hours, and then do 2 or 3 hours of sitting meditation. Because with sitting meditation, when the body is completely quiet, we can go very deep. We can't go very deep when we do walking meditation, because the body still walks. Okay.
Is resting your back against the wall okay, or is it
better? It's okay, But normally you don't need it. When you enter samadhi, you actually automatically sit very straight. The resting, resting a back. But if you have a back problem, there's no rest. Yeah? I mean, all these things, please try it out. It is not about the positioning of the body that we have to worry about when we do meditation. It is about positioning the mind at the one point, being at the Buddha or being at the breath. I mean, if you lean back, don't worry too much about it, just see, how easy it is, yeah. When from my own experience, it is the best way to go deepest is sitting in full lotus, but hardly any person can do it. But some people can sit in half lotus. That is good enough. Yeah. So sit comfortable, and from that point on, when you go and sit in meditation, sit comfortable, and then you don't worry about the body. You only worry about the chitta, yeah, be it with the Buddha or not with the Buddha. It's a very simple question. Am I with the Buddha? Yeah? No. Okay, go back to the Buddha. Am I with the breath? No. Go back to the breath. Very simple, actually, but so difficult to do. Okay? Other questions?
Yeah? Still regarding this walking meditation.
Yeah.
A way of going to walk.
Yeah.
Then using Buddha.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes. When you walk, you put your eyes about 1 meter, 1 meter in front of you, You don't look left and you don't look right. 1 meter in front of you, and you stay with the Buddha or you stay with the breath. When you turn around, then you ask yourself, have I been all the way with the Buddha? I mean, the answer is 99.9% no. Okay, this one path, then you turn around, this one path, I want to be with the Buddha. Then you do it again. Buddha, 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 walk, turn around, have I been with my Buddha? No. Okay, this one path, I'll be with my Buddha. That's why walking meditation is much more helpful, because we always have to turn around. And this moment we turn around, we can refocus on our Buddha. When we sit, we can lose the Buddha, for 20, 30, 40 minutes, yeah? Because we don't have a turning point. So it is easier, in the beginning it is really easier for most of the people here to do walking meditation and maintain their Buddha or maintain the breath there. Yeah? Okay? So, Cyril.
We investigate pain.
Yeah.
Can get angry as well.
Yeah, sure. But the anger might be a different kind of anger, It stems from some. It can come from some views. Yeah, we have the view that the pain should go, and because the pain doesn't go, away, that's why we get angry. Yeah. No, we don't want the pain to go away. We want to understand, know what the pain is. Yeah, and then we don't get angry. Yeah, Rudy.
The meditation word Buddha is also called parikama.
Yeah.
Why is it? Because you don't create any karma?
No. Parikama just means object of reference or object of concentration.
Okay. Because I think Dhamma was that if you have the knowing of the Buddha, you don't have any kilesas, right?
If you have sati,
yeah.
Sati is not knowing of the Buddha, but if you have sati, there are no kilesas. Yeah? But who has sati? Yeah. Very few people. Yeah? The moment you are completely aware of what is going on, and you don't fall for the tricks of the kilesas, then you don't. Yeah. In a less stringent respect, I mean, if you stay with the Buddha and can stay with the Buddha, yes, then at that moment the kilesas don't come in. Yeah. Yeah.
How do we apply sati?
First we have to develop sati.
And how to develop sati?
How to develop? First we need to concentrate. We concentrate on the Buddha or we concentrate on the breath. The moment that we can concentrate on the breath, we develop this knowingness or this sati. Knowing if the Buddha is slow, knowing if the Buddha is fast, knowing if the Buddha is deep or shallow. Yeah? That is the sati. It's a faculty of knowing. This awareness. With the breath, it's the same thing. Is the breath deep? Is the breath shallow? Is the breath short? Is the in-breath shorter or the out-breath shorter? And so on. Is the breath deep or is it shallow? Yeah? Is it at the beginning? Is it the middle? Is it height? Is it turning from in-breath to out-breath or from out-breath to in-breath? So you really have to follow, each movement of the breath. Yeah? And the same thing will hold true for the Buddha. Yeah? Is the Buddha at the beginning? Is the Buddha at the middle? Is the Buddha at the end? But in the beginning, we just know there is Buddha or not Buddha. Yeah? So over the time, over training, it becomes more clear. Okay, now we start Buddha. Now it is the end of the Buddha. The new Buddha comes in. Yeah? This is the sati that we need to know, that we need to develop. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah? They think concentration is everything. But through concentration alone does not develop sati. Yeah? Sati needs to be forced, and that's why a lot of people, and it is bothersome in the beginning. Yeah? I'm just staying with my breath, yeah, that's so nice, yeah. But I don't know anything about the breath. Or I stay with the Buddha, okay, yeah, I feel calm because the kilesas are not coming in, but I don't know anything about the breath. I don't know the quality of the breath. So I don't develop the sati. And if we don't develop the sati, we don't develop this knowingness. So we don't know what is actually going on in the citta. Yeah? So it is really that important to stress. There's a part, samadhi, there has a part, that is concentration, being able to concentrate on one object. But it has the side effect is the quality of what we observe. How is the object that we observe at every given moment? Yeah? Okay? Lots of people forget that, yeah? Or some people even don't know about it. Yeah? That there are two sides. Yeah, Rudy?
Is it very easy to confuse the knowing of the heart with the interpretations of
in the beginning, yes. Yeah? In the beginning you can assume it is always a kind of thought. Yeah? I mean, if it comes out as a thought, then you know it is thought. If it comes out as knowing, and you can try it out, close your eyes and touch something, yeah, and just stay with the feeling, yeah. That is the knowing of the feeling. But the moment you say it's cold or it is hot or it is round or it is smooth or it's coarse, then you're not anymore with the feeling. Then you're already with the thoughts. And the thoughts are much coarser than the knowingness. The knowingness is just a knowing. It's a very, very, very subtle thing. And it's always covered up by our thoughts. Yeah? Yes, this is like this. Yes, I understand it now. Yes. Yeah? Whenever, now I understand it, it came up when in my practice, what did you understand? And then, nothing. You have to counteract that, yeah? Because these thoughts are coming up by the kilesas. They tell you, what is it, yeah? Or when it tells you it's smooth, what does it mean smooth, yeah? Just like we ask, what does it mean pain? What does it mean this, yeah? What is the experience? Yeah? We want to go back to the experience. Yeah? We don't want to live in the world of symbols, yeah? Or in the world, of our words or symbols that we constantly apply to. We tell another person, yes, I feel like this, yeah? I feel sad, yeah? But if one person says, I feel sad, another person says, I feel sad, they have different experience. So, when there is sadness, we go back to the experience of the feeling. And then we know we don't need to put a label on it. The moment we need to put a label on it, the experience is lost. Okay?
Yes, when I do walking meditation, the Buddha seems to sync with the rhythm of my steps.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah? That it doesn't matter as long as you don't lose the Buddha. Huh? You have to, in the beginning, you have to decide, yeah, if the mind is very, very agile, yeah, then you have to do the Buddha faster, yeah, until you find the rhythm, until you can stay concentrated, yeah, with the Buddha, and then if it is automatically, going to the steps, don't worry about that. But actually you going with your concentration, seeing, oh, my Buddha is in line with the step, then you are not with the Buddha. Understand? Okay. Yeah?
Is it possible to develop sati in the everyday life, like, or doing 2 to 3 hours of meditation each day?
It is, of course it is possible, yeah? But it is difficult. I mean, you have to have the help of, formally training samadhi, while doing city meditation or doing walking meditation when you're in the daily life. Otherwise it is very difficult. The mind is so easily distracted. Haven't you noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed this. When I tried to stay with my breath,
Yeah.
I got lost after a while.
What?
I got lost
Yeah.
for the rest of the day. Like,
Yes.
in the morning.
It is fine in the beginning. The moment you notice that you got lost, you instantly return back to the Buddha. And that is difficult.
I forget for the rest of the day.
That's of course, that's very difficult if we forget it. Yeah. That's why you train walking meditation. When you turn around, remind yourself, I should be with the Buddha. Yeah. Yeah, or with the breath, it doesn't really matter. I say Buddha, but breath is the same thing. Yeah. Just choose one object, Buddha, Dhamma, or Sangha, or the breath. Yeah, Rudy?
The more concentrated I get, the thoughts or things that come up, I'm getting more strange. Or
Yeah.
like thoughts that are normally,
Yes.
I think I don't think.
Yes.
And how do I get rid of
You cannot get rid of the clouds that are in the sky. You just don't be interested. Yeah? The moment you think, oh, this is a strange thought, then the kilesas are already pulling you out. Just see, okay, there's a thought, boop, go back to the Buddha or go back to the breath. Another thought. Yeah? Of course, in the beginning of our practice, the thoughts that we daily have come up. And then we get rid of the thoughts that we daily have, and the thoughts, that lie underneath, we go layer for layer for layer for layer, until we come actually to the intentions, before any thought of is created. So we do go into our subconsciousness. The same thing with memories. We do go more into our subconsciousness. So there's nothing strange about that. That just means that layer of daily thoughts is gone, and now comes the layer of your first subconsciousness. When these thoughts are gone, comes the next, until there's no more thoughts coming up.
Okay, because I thought it was easier for me to stay with the daily thoughts, not so
No. These are ones, the ones that are underneath, that are hidden, are more dangerous than the daily thoughts that you constantly see.
Yes, I recognize.
Yeah. So it is better, to let them go, yeah? Not to pay too much interest. Don't suppress them. Because the more you suppress them, the more they have power to come up again. And then sooner or later they will catch you off guard. So just let them pass, say, okay, there's a thought, and then go back to the Buddha.
But are they cleared out, or can they come back again?
Of course they will come back again, but any thought, that you don't pay interest to it, will not come back after a while. Because these thoughts are created for the kilesas to draw you out. Yeah? And if they catch something that you're interested in, then they use it again and again and again, until they see they can't use it anymore, and then they look for other things that, are long time ago, where they can suddenly oh wow, I didn't think about that for a long time. And then they have you. Okay? So, anything else?
So the method for developing concentration is good, or what are the methods for developing listening with the heart?
The first method for developing wisdom, first of all, you have to have concentration, and you have to have a little bit of sati, this awareness, what is going on. And the first way, how you learn it or how you train it is doing the daily reflection. What kind of thought did I wake up? Or what kind of memory? What did I do then? What were the thoughts surrounding this? And so on, and so on. But you don't judge it. You just recollect. By doing this, you will see the characteristic tendencies of your behavior. You will see the things, that lead you from one thing to the other. You just see it. You don't correct anything until the heart understands, and then it corrects by itself. That is one thing. The other thing is just to reflect about life, like what I say. I mean, we work to live, but we forget to live. Or we work to be alive and forget to live. That's what most of the people look at around. No matter if it is Latvia or Germany also. I mean, in Germany are very hard-working people. But what do they forget? They forget to live. They work for being alive, and then in the end, there's no more breath, and then they just die, and go into the next life. That's very helpful reflection. This kind of reflection develop a certain kind of common wisdom. It's not yet the wisdom that cuts down the kilesas, because that kind of wisdom, we have to actually dive into the 5 attachments, or the 5 groups that we are attached to. And the first group that we are attached to, or the most difficult group that we are attached to, is this body. So that's what we have to investigate. I can talk a little bit about it in the next time, how to investigate the body. But if you have no concentration, and if you can't concentrate on an object, for 10 minutes without being distracted, then it is very difficult, to do this kind of investigation. Then you better do the reflection about, when I was 1 year old, how did I feel? What kind of state was I in? I just learned to walk, then go through the whole experience of learning to walk, then go through the whole experience of learning to talk, then go through all the school years, it shows you, how difficult it is, to get actually to the age of 16, to be able to use the body as a whole thing, with all its powers, with the power of thinking, with the power of speaking, and with the power of, walking, or moving. 16 years training. If you don't know what training of the body means, have a look at some of the YouTube videos where they show you how to train a robot to do a simple task. 6 months until it can be perfect. From 3 to 6 months. Not if it is just one bottle to the next side, that is easy. But if it is a more complicated in the automotive industry, or assembly, it takes 6 months, 3 to 6 months to train a robot. And it takes us 16 years to train this robot. So, but it can do fantastic things, It can create ideas what a robot cannot do, It can design, look what we've designed, these airplanes, the rockets that go to the moon and so on, the satellites, communication system. Yeah? For that we need to train this body, that it is able to do that. Yeah? Understood? And if you go back to school time, you won't be happy. No, but there hardly anybody, who likes, and all through all the experience, especially, the negative experience that you had, all the problems with your parents, during the time of puberty, just go through it, yeah. And next life you have to go through it again when you become a human being, because that comes with the human birth, yeah. It is a fantastic tool, but that's what we should look at it. It's not us, it's not me, it's mine. Yeah? It is a fantastic tool that we can use to create all sorts of things. But that is, and then for that, then it is over. Yeah? There's nothing else that we can do. The chitta itself can do much more. It can create much more. Yeah? But now it is confined to the space of the human body, so it uses the human body to express itself. If it is confined even in the lower realm, it can't hardly do anything. But if it is, in the upper realms, in the Deva realm, it can create, it can create solar systems, it can create all sorts of things, yeah. It can create, these trees or flowers and things like that, yeah. That's even more amazing that we can create nowadays. Yeah? We can only modify these things, yeah? That other beings create for us. So, okay. Alice, she's still there? Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Just checking.
Did you see my report?
So, any more questions?
During investigation, there's sometimes this moment when it feels like it's really hitting home.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
It's not like constant. Should it be constant, or is that normal that it's...
Insights are very, very of very short nature.
Okay.
Yeah, but the insights itself, can be on the surface, yeah, or can be deep. When the deeper they are, the more they get let go of things that we are attached to. So in the beginning, they're just short insights, and we tend to forget them after 2 or 3 hours, yeah. And we do the same mistakes, and then we get the same insight, and then we, and slowly over time it becomes deeper, and then in the end we won't do it anymore. Yeah.
I had this problem that these three virtues, generosity, gratitude, and respect.
Yeah.
Not
only you.
I get how to reflect about generosity and gratitude, but I don't really understand respect. But
respect is. Do you feel respect for your parents? It's already difficult, yeah. The Westerners have problems, yeah. Do you respect? Yeah. Do you respect?
Gratitude to them.
Okay. But do you? What is another word for respect, Dennis? Huh? Not honor them? No, that is too much.
Acknowledge what they've done for you.
Acknowledge that they are beings, yeah? Respect them for that they are human beings or animals also, yeah? Don't look down. That means don't look down on them or criticize them, yeah? Just respect them as they are. You understand that?
Well, then that means that not to look at their baddies and...
Yes. You don't have to look at their baddies, you don't have to look at their goodies, they are human beings, they are beings. Just like animals are beings, yeah? Even the ant or even the mosquito that starts to bite you, this is this life, yeah? It's a being. It has the same kind of chitta than you. And that when you reflect about this, it has the same chitta as you, but it is in a deprived state, yeah? So you can actually feel metta or loving kindness for this being. Yeah? But of course we don't, because it hurts us. In the same way, yeah? Normally in the West we only respect people that we like and disrespect, people that we dislike. And this is something, we have to get clear of. Respect is just acknowledging that this is a being. Yeah? And we don't look down on it. Yeah? Disrespect is normally looking down on it. Oh, what kind of being, yeah? Okay?
Speaking of the chitta, I think I remember you said there's only one chitta.
Yes?
But every being has a certain, is it like a certain condition type of chitta, which...
Whatever you call it, it's called, one thing is called the pure chitta and the other thing is called the defiled chitta. Now, when you look at the ocean, yeah, with water, isn't it? When the sun sucks it up into the clouds, it already, forms to be, more or less to be drops. When it drops out, each drop of water is different. This one shines more, this one is bigger, this one is smaller, this one, yeah. And then now you look at all the beings, yeah. Everyone distinguishes itself through the form that it takes, while it is coming down from the cloud, When it falls into the ocean, then it becomes one with the ocean. And that is what happens, when finally through a practitioner, through his efforts, yeah, attains to Nibbana, then he falls into the ocean. He loses his form, but he never loses his essence. But through his form, yeah, what is form? It's not only the bodily form, it is also the character that is forming him. Yeah? So the characteristic tendencies. So he will lose all of them. Yeah? When he goes and unites with the water. But the essence of each water drop is the same. Water. But the form is different. And that's what you have to understand. The pure chitta is the essence. Yeah? And the defiled chitta is the form that it takes on. And avijja, captures this essence, and makes a form out of it. And so we have to unscrew avijja so that it lets go. Yeah? And once it lets go, then we can become one. Yeah? Understood? Yeah. Nice. Joanne smiles. She likes that. It's a nice explanation, isn't it?
Yes.
Perfect, yeah.
Ajahn, when you meditate, your body disappears, right?
Yeah.
Left the chitta. So the chitta actually is outside your body or inside your body?
It's still inside the body, but it doesn't...
It's still inside the body.
Yeah, it's still inside the body.
It's not outside the body.
No. But from this state, you could go outside of the body. Yeah? If you have the ability, yeah? Sometimes it goes by itself, but most of the time it stays, yeah? But there are sometimes where you're suddenly in another dimension, yeah? So the chitta has actually left the body. And this you will know when you're in another dimension, yeah? But as long as, you don't feel the body and you're still calm, and then the chitta is still in there, yeah?
So the chitta is always inside?
What? Yeah,
It's
it's still
always
in.
inside the body.
Yeah, it's still inside. Yeah? You will know when you go out.
Yeah, you know when you go.
Because then, your eyes will wide open, and wow, Okay? So, enough for today, huh? So, use your time wisely, yeah? This is a precious place, yeah?
Yes.
And you have only very little time, so use the time. Yeah? You have to go back to Latvia and to work, and work for living, for being alive, yeah? And you can't live. so use it ไหนปูแคมสบายดีไหมนี่ไม่ได้ยิน
เป็นหวัดจ้ะ
ฮะ
เป็นหวัดค่ะ
เป็นหวัดเหรอ
เป็นหวัดตั้งแต่ไปดอยอินทนนท์
ก็ร่างกายก็เป็นหวัดแต่จิตใจไม่เป็นหวัด ก็ต้องดูจิตใจของเราได้ห่วงเรื่องร่างกายไม่เคยห่วงเรื่องจิตใจร่างกายไม่สบายผมไม่สบาย แต่จิตใจสบายก็ไม่ต้องห่วงทำให้จิตใจสงบนะก็เป็นหวัดก็หายไปไม่เคยโอกาสนะ ร่างกายใช้ร่างกายตลอดเวลานะเราเป็นหวัดนะใช้ไม่ได้มันรดหย่อนนะ
ไปที่ดงดอยอินทนนท์ค่ะ
ฮะ
ไปที่ดงดอยอินทนนท์มาค่ะอาที่เมื่อกี้ค่ะ
ดอยอิน
ทนนท์จังหวัดเชียงใหม่ค่ะหลวงพ่อ
ดอยอินทนนท์หนาวมากนะไหนมีคำถามไหม2 คนปูแกมมีคำถามไหม
ยังไม่มีเจ้าค่ะมีแต่ถ้าสงบก็มีแต่นิ่งก็บางครั้งก็ทำสมาธิก็มีสงบบ้างไม่สงบบ้างเวลาสงบมันก็นิ่งเฉย
ก็ดีอยู่ฮะ เมื่ออยู่กับพุทโธก็ลมหายใจก็นิ่งอยู่กับพุทโธลมหายใจไม่ต้องห่วงอะไรเมื่อขับรถอยู่กับพุทโธแต่คิดเรื่องนี้คิดเรื่องโน้นก็ทำให้จิตมัน ฟุ้งซ่านตลอดนะแล้วฟุ้งซ่านก็มันไม่สบายนะคิดเรื่องอนาคตจะพรุ่งนี้จะทำอะไรพรุ่งนี้ได้อีกอาทิตย์หน้าจะทำอะไรปู่อาทิตย์หน้าอาจจะยังไม่มานะของเราอาจจะตายก่อน ก็ได้นะไม่ต้องคิดเรื่องอนาคตนะพรุ่งนี้จะมาอะไรก็แล้วแต่เวรแต่กรรมของเราสบายกรรมที่ก็รับดีกรรมชั่วก็รับชั่ว มันเปลี่ยนไม่ได้มีคำถามไหม
หลวงพ่อครับเวลาผู้เข้าสมาธิแล้วมันจะมีน้ำลายอยู่ในปากเกิดขึ้นตรงนั้นนะพอเวลามันรู้สึกอีกทีมันเต็มปากแล้วเราก็ต้องกลืนสมาธิมันก็จะหลุดออกไปเนี่ยนะครับพ่อ
มันใช่ก็มันเนี่ยมัน ลำบากหลวงพ่อก็เหมือนสมัยก่อนก็เหมือนกันนะก็ไม่ต้องสนใจเรื่องนี้นะดีที่สุดที่ไม่ต้องสนใจนะทำธรรมดานะปกตินะเมื่อนอนหลับก็เหมือนกันนะมันจะทำธรรมดาแล้วเมื่อของเราไม่สนใจเรื่องอะไรสนใจเรื่องพุทโธนะเดี๋ยวมันน้ำลายมันเยอะนะโอเคคลื่นก็เมานะ
มันไม่มีวิธีแก้ใช่ไหมหลวงพ่อก็คือ
ไม่มีวิธีแก้อันเดียวก็ไม่ต้องสนใจอยู่กับพุทโธพุทโธเป็นยังไงนะและร่างกายจะทำตามอัตโนมัติของมันนะแต่เมื่อสนใจเรื่องน้ำที่อยู่ในปากทำอะไรไม่ได้ ต้องคืนนะแล้วช่วงแรกก็ไม่ต้องสนใจนะโอ้ลำบาก
คุณนึกว่าแต่ปูเป็นคนเดียว
โอ้ยไม่ใช่หลวงพ่อหลายปีนะหลายปีก็ยังไม่บางทีก็บางช่วงก็แย่บางช่วงก็ง่ายนะก็ไม่ต้องห่วงนะ